Okay, video number 2. We're still focusing on doing those arpeggios both in the left hand and the right hand, the 1-octave arpeggios. And I'm not going to do all of the pieces, like I'm not a big fan of the waltz that's in the lesson book. And there's a piece in the performance book which we're definitely going to skip. There's another one which we may do. But I think a piece that you would enjoy, because it's just really pretty and it's not too hard to play, but it's going to give your right hand some good experience, because I know with the novella, your left hand is working on those 1-octave arpeggios. So if you turn in your technique book to page 38, which is right after where I just gave you the last assignment in technique, you're going to see how we're going to apply the technique that we're learning and try to make an artistry piece of this. It's called Snowy River, and I know right now don't want to be thinking about snow when it's turning springtime, so we could think of it as the Bubbling River, or the Elkhart River or something. You can change the name if you want to, if it's going to give you cover the picture with a post-it or something. I don't want to think about snow at this point, but the song is really pretty. Listen to this. It's in A minor. Oops, I missed a note. Going to let you figure out the ending because there's not as much arpeggio there. The one thing you're probably going to want to do with your pencil, which I had a hiccup on the first, in measure 4, if it was me and I was doing it, because most of the song is arpeggios, that's a measure that is not a broken chord. That is step, 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 skip. Or 2 steps and a skip. So I'd use my pencil and I would draw a line between the A and the B and the C, and then I put a loop around the C to the E, because we want to learn this quickly, so don't mess it up enough times that then we have to try to fix it. It's easier if we fix it now, and it's not going to hurt if you're using pencil. We can always erase it. Notice the tenuto marks on this. The tenutos, remember, are the little line that we talked about when we did the lunar eclipse song. We learned about them. Sometimes they're called a stress. And yes, tenuto. Tired brain today. But you're going to see the melody notes are highlighted with the tenutos. So you're going to see the first melody note is the A in your right hand, and then the melody goes to the left hand while the right hand is doing this arpeggio pattern, and then our melody goes. So it's just a stepping down melody, A, G, F, and then your melody is going to start on G, F, E, and so you always want to know where the melody is, and they helped you find that by putting the little tenutos or the stress marks on those. That means you're going to want to stress them or bring them out a little bit more, and that's not going to be done with an accent. That's more kind of a feeling like a leaning into it to give it a little bit more emphasis that way. And your pedal is down, so that will help you a little bit. I keep wanting to play left hand. Don't do that in measure 5. I kept wanting to just play down, and I like how they put in here where you're going to do the over and unders and overs. It looks like they're all under and over because they're right hand. Round offs, remember, we're going to lift off at the ends of those phrases. So this is going to be good to be able to apply pretty much all those little things that are in those boxes are technique skills that we've worked on in these books. Now I know we touched on rotation. I'm not sure how much we worked on that. That might be a concept we need to review a little bit before we leave these books. But I think this would be a really pretty piece to work on. I think you're going to enjoy it. Doesn't go too fast. I mean, you do feel like it will be in 2, but when you're first learning it, don't go too fast. Okay? And we'll try to figure out how the 80 to 100, what 80 to 100 feels like. So right now your job is to see if you can get the A minor arpeggio. it nice that the composer, probably Mrs. Faber, gave you 3 of those A minor arpeggios and then you had the stepping. And it's a pattern. So make the ending beautiful with a nice wrist lift off. I think it's going to be a very nice piece. So if you have questions about it, please don't hesitate to send me a text and I'll help you. And if anything, as you know with these videos, do what you can. And if anything is too confusing where you feel like you need some we're in the same room kind of explanation, just put a pause on it and we'll do that when we get together. So I'm going to make you one more video with a couple of songs for you to listen to that might be pieces that we're going to add to your repertoire.